Yes, ready. This is a dictation at the rate of 100 words per minute. This is a passage of 1000 words, so you can prepare for your SSC examination as well. Yes, ready. Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, at the very outset, I must sincerely thank the honorable members for their valuable suggestions for better implementation of the Essential Commodities Act and also expressing their anxiety over the rise in prices, particularly in the edible oil. I would say that this discussion and debate, so far as I am concerned, has been quite enlightening. Now, one thing is clear, that there is complete unanimity in this House that this bill should be given a further extension of 5 years. On this, there is unanimity, though some honorable members objected on bringing it only for 5 years and that it should be implemented on a regular basis, on a permanent basis. Of course, implementation of it has been severely criticized and a number of suggestions have been given, but there is complete unanimity that the need for this act is there and everybody feels this must be passed. Not even a single honorable member has said that this should not be passed. That shows that there is some utility of this act, though perhaps with better implementation of the act could be more useful, and that is what the honorable members have felt. It is true that we have come forward with this bill for its extension for 5 years. This act was made, then extended, and so on. I think when the act was passed in the beginning, probably our effort from the beginning has been to make every effort to be self-sufficient in regard to essential commodities, particularly the food items, and therefore we had started from the beginning for an act for a certain period. We went on lightening as the things appeared when my minister decided that this act should be further extended for 5 years. We were in a different situation. Now I do not wish to shift responsibility, the responsibility that the central government has to take, we will take. I will not run away from it, nor do I wish to make it a center versus states issue. Whatever they have to do, they do, and whatever I have to do, I will do. We are doing it in cooperation with each other. The state governments are by and large happy with us, and as far as I am concerned, we are working in complete cooperation. Actually, this bill, right from the beginning, has been thought of as a temporary measure, thinking and hoping that probably a situation will come when the Indian masses will have larger production, less cost of production, and availability at lesser prices to the people. That is the final solution. That is what we have been doing. We have gone a great deal in irrigation and other things, but we cannot help feeling so far. Even now, we are to a great extent largely dependent on the rain gods. The situation that existed 2 months ago is not the situation today. The situation today is certainly much more difficult because of floods. Para, sir, the fact of the matter is that drought has been existing in some states or other for the last some years. We had the same problem last year, but because of the food grain production, because of the green revolution we had in the country, stocks, so we could manage the situation. What I am respectfully submitting for your consideration is that there was a time when we had such a bad famine in Bengal. During these 40 years, all of us together faced the situation. I wish to say that we have enough food grain stocks, we have more wheat and sugar is more this time. And as far as these three commodities are concerned, I want to assure the honorable members that we will be able to face the drought situation. The requirements of the states have been met and will be met. There are difficulties sometimes in transport, sometimes in sending it, and so on. The difficulties have been discussed with the states. I have the letters from the various state governments saying that we want more rice, more wheat. Para, we have done our best to satisfy them. They are running the distribution system, the fair price shops, and so on and so forth. It is an endeavor which is cooperative. It is an endeavor between the central and the state governments, and this is how we go on. Now, as I said, I will not indulge in any jugglery of figures. I will not try to defend anything unnecessarily. I say what I have to say, not necessarily what you say. The prices of some of the essential commodities have gone high, in some cases very high. Edible oil is one example where the prices are very high. In edible oil, there is an obvious gap between our production and our requirement, and the drought conditions have made that gap much wider, not only in regard to this, in regard to other items also, but in edible oils the gap is much wider. One honorable member said there was less production, yet we went in for lesser imports. I would say sometimes we have to do that. Para, there was an argument from the farmers and also by the agriculture ministry. They said if you write from the beginning import a lot of oil, the result is that the prices of oil would be depressed and the farmers will be the loser. I agree that middlemen should not be allowed. While importing oils, we have to see the condition of indigenous oils and oil seeds. So we do sometimes lesser imports in the beginning and we may increase later on. Sometimes the interests of the farmer and the interests of the consumer also clash. Then we have to strike a balance between them. Sometimes we have to decide to import more to meet a situation. While we began with 8 lakh tons, we have come to raise it to 15 lakh tons. We have already increased our supplies to the public distribution system. Stop and over.